friends, let's begin with the new chapter, that is circle. In the chapter, we have to study only two parts of the circle, that is chord and arc. So in a previous standard, we some things understand about the chord as well as circle, its different parts, and arc also. But here we first understand here what actually arc and how it is formed. So for this, imagine a circle here, and as we draw any secant of the circle like this. So see what happened. Circle get divided into two parts. This one part and this another part. Let this is the center here. So these two parts, this part of the circle is called arc, and this part is also called arc of the circle. Now arcs are of two types. दोन प्रकारचे असतात हे arcs. This arc, that is AXB, is called minor arc. How we understand this is a minor arc? Because the center of the circle is exterior to this arc. Therefore, the arc is called minor arc. Similarly, this one arc, that is what? AYB, this part, is called major arc. And this arc contains center of circle, interior of it. And that's why we say this is a major arc. This is major arc. And this is minor arc. Now, one important thing again that we have to understand here, that is major arc measures always greater than 180 degree. And minor arc measures always less than 180 degree. Now, there is a one question. If the secant is passing through the center of circle, right? There is a question that we think here. If the secant is passing through the center, we get two equal part of the circle like this. These two equal parts. This is called semicircle. This part is called semicircle and this part is also called semicircle. And always remember, semicircle measures 180 degree. So I hope all you understand about the how arcs are formed and what are the different types of the arcs. Now, another important thing we are going to understand here, and that is the chord. What actually the chord is. Now look at the diagram here. Chord is a line segment obtained by joining any two points on the circle. Suppose this is point A and this point is a B here. When we join them, so we get a line segment AB, and that line segment AB is called chord. Right? Sometime our chord can pass through the center of circle like this. Let this is DC, which is a chord passing through the center. So it is called diameter, or we say the biggest chord of the circle. Now look in the figure here. Looking this figure or observing this figure, we have to fill in the blanks here. So see, segment OD is the radius of circle, right? Radius. Segment AB is the diameter of circle. Segment PQ, it is the chord. You can see in the diagram, PQ is the chord of circle. Right? Now, is a central angle. What is central angle? DOB. are given here AXD. You can see here AXD is a minor arc, BD is minor arc, AXDB is also minor, AX minor, BQ, AP, these are the minor arc. You know what is minor arc? A arc in which the center of circle is exterior to its, that is called minor arc. Now the major arc, PAB, PDQ, these are the major arc. Semicircle, that is ADB, you can see ADB is a semicircle. Now measure of arc DB, it is equal to measure of angle DOB. This is very important thing. See, arc DB, where it is here. So this arc DB, it measures equal to the central angle DOB. This is the very important property. Now measure of arc DAB, it is equal to 360 minus measure of angle DOB. Remember this. Measure of arc DAB, where DAB? DAB. This much arc. This whole. So what is the measure of this? That is 360 minus arc DB. Arc DB means what? Angle DOB. So we put here DOB. Now the most important thing that we understand just now, that I had written here, let us understand this, that is minor arc is measures always less than 180 degree. Major arc always measures greater than 180 degree, and semicircle measures 180 degree. One more important thing, measure of any circle, it is equal to 360 degree. Now look at the most important property of this chapter, and that is perpendicular drawn from center of circle on its chord, it bisects the chord. So see in the figure, AB is a chord and OP is a perpendicular drawn from the center of circle on the chord, then it bisect the chord. It bisect the chord. That means if OP perpendicular AB, then we can write AP is equal to PB. So they are equal. That means perpendicular OP bisect the chord AB. Remember, the proof of this property we have to do in the next standard, that is in a 9th standard. Till that, you have to remember this property. I will repeat this property. What the property is? If a perpendicular drawn on chord from the center of circle, it bisects the chord. Now let's begin with the practice set 17.1. Look at the first question of this practice set. In the question, this figure is given. In figure, PQ perpendicular AB. This is given to us. Length AB is 13 centimeter, and we have to find the length QB. QB means this much length we have to find. So see, in figure, PQ perpendicular AB, this is given. So according to the property just we have studied here, QB is equal to half of AB. The perpendicular drawn on the chord from the center of circle bisect the chord. So according to this property, QB is equal to half of AB, but AB is 13. So QB is equal to 6.5 centimeter. This is your answer. Right. Now look at the second question also. In the second question, in the figure, we have given radius of the circle is 25 centimeter. Length of the chord CD is 48 centimeter. And we have to find the distance of chord from the center of circle. That means OP. Sorry, this is OP. We have to find OP. What is OP? OP is called distance of chord from the center of circle. Here OD is radius and CD is chord. Now look at the answer here. In figure, OP perpendicular CD, this is given. So according to the property, PD is half of CD. This PD is half of CD. That means half of 48. As we divide by 2, so PD is equal to 24 centimeter. So we get the length PD. Now in the triangle OPD, see, OP square, that means this, OP square is equal to OD square minus PD square according to Pythagoras theorem. Now put the values. OD have value 25, PD have 24. So 25 square minus 24 square. This is A square minus B square, something like this. So A plus B, A minus B. That means 25 plus 24 and 25 minus 24. So this addition is 49 and this subtraction is 1. So 49 into 1, that is 49. OP square is equal to 49. Therefore OPD is equal to square root of 49 and OP is 7 centimeter. That means the distance of that chord CD from the center of circle is 7 centimeter. Now look at the question number 3 here. In figure, we have given OP is 9 centimeter. That means the distance of chord from the center. The length of chord AB is 24 centimeter and we have to find the radius of circle. So for this, we write the OP is 9, AB is 24, that is given. Most important, OP perpendicular AB is given here. So according to the property, the perpendicular drawn from center of circle on the chord, it bisects the chord. Therefore PB, that means this much length, PB is half of AB. But AB is 24, so half of 24, that is 12. So we get PB, which is 12 here. This PB length is 12 centimeter. Now in triangle OPB, according to Pythagoras theorem, OB square it is equal to OP square plus PB square. OB square it is equal to OP square plus PB square. Reason, Pythagoras theorem. Put the values of OP is 9, PB is 12. So making square it becomes 81, 144, add, that is 225, and R it is square root of 225, that is 15 centimeter. So radius of the circle is 15 centimeter. So very easy question. Similarly, we have a question number 4. See in the question, we have given the radius of circle, that is CD, and the length of chord AB, that is 12. And we have to find the distance of chord from the center, that means CP. So how we can find this? See here, this become half. PB is a half of AB, that means it is a 6. Right? And we have to find this. So 10 square minus 6 square. So 10 square is 100. 6 square is 36. As we do the subtraction, it becomes 64. And taking square root, it becomes 8 centimeter. So all you can complete this question number 4 here, and with this we finish with the practice set 17 point.